Hi, friends. This is your pal, Scott Garibay. And today we're going to talk about American politics, and we're going to talk about Captain America, Brave New World. And we're going to talk about the rise of fully segregated entertainment. All right. So it is my humble opinion that Captain America, Brave New World is the completion of the fully segregated entertainment cycle. Okay. Now, first of all, I want to be super clear. I get in trouble for this. I'll say, "Hey, this is right." But a lot of people think I'm saying this is the way it should be. No, I'm just saying this is the way it is, and I'm taking the time to say this is the way it is because we don't do that in America. We don't stop and say, "Hey, things have massively changed. This is the new reality." And we need to start doing that, right? There's a lot of things that we need. So, one, when a marginalized group fully transitions to a privileged group, we need to start talking about that. We need to say, hey, this is no longer a marginalized group, right? They're incredibly wealthy, or they control they control entire arrays of leveraged power, right? Or we could say, this group used to be, condemned. Now, everybody lines up to march in a parade with them. There's a point where like a marginalized group is no longer marginalized, but moves into a privileged. We don't have any language for this, none. And so we still continue to do these cycles where we're pretending that people who are privileged are marginalized, right? And then the people who are marginalized, who have been in line for a long time, are still at the end of the line because privileged groups are at the front of the marginalized group line. We have to start. And so I want to be super clear. Fully segregated entertainment is not good. It's not good. It's bad, right? But I think it's important to recognize it when it happens. Okay, so first of all, I would say that Captain America, Brave New World, is the first blue-blooded Democrat movie, okay? And so what's its counter, right? Well, its counter is red-blooded Republican Yellowstone, right? Like, Captain America, Brave New World, is not intended to be watchable by any Republican in the country, right? But it's made to be drunk like hot chocolate, or like, let me pick a different drink there. It's made to be drunk like a latte by blue-blooded Democrats. It is a movie. So first of all, I'm not sure if I'm a Republican or a Democrat. It's tough to say, right? I voted for Obama twice. I voted for Andrew Yang in 2020. I did vote for President Trump in 2024, but that was just a crisis vote. I could not go another 4 years of rising crime, rising inflation. I don't know if that makes me a Republican, right? But the reality is, this movie, Captain America: Brave New World, was shockingly upsetting to me. I literally couldn't sleep. I had trouble getting sleep that night. I was so upset for watching the film. It was Captain America. Anthony Mackie he made it clear that his goal was to sever Captain America from the concept of America, and he did it. He made Captain America Captain Un-American, right? He fought more American soldiers. He downed more American fighter jets. He physically attacked the U.S. president, fought with the president throughout the entire film, verbally, physically, literally bathed Captain America's shield in the U.S. president's blood, right? Like, no Republican is ever going to be able to watch a Captain America movie. Going to be like, oh, you mean that titanium shield that that is covered in literally the U.S. president's blood, right? Like you could, like, it's upsetting, okay? But let me give you evidence that this movie is the first fully segregated entertainment by blue-blooded Democrat versus red-blooded Republican, right? So so we have Anthony Mackie's first fully segregated entertainment film, right? Segregated to only be watchable by a full blue-blooded Democrat, right? Anybody even like the medium will be extremely upset by this film, right? This is the most woke, most left, most liberal. Frankly, I think it's communist. I think it's literally communist. The film is just so anti-American. It's hard to even list how many ways. But let me explain why I believe this is the first example of a fully segregated entertainment film. Okay, segregated by the color of your political blood, right? Blue-blooded Democrat, red-blooded Republican. Okay, so this movie was built to infuriate Republicans, right? And it was built to be a sweet treat for blue blood Democrats. All right. So, what do blue blood Democrats love? They love when Donald Trump gets in trouble. And if you've noticed, over since 2016, for almost 9 years now, they always want him to be sent to jail. Right now, the reason why is blue blood Democrats are not forgiving the way President Donald Trump was. He shouted, "Lock her up!" Right? But then when he got, when President Trump was in, he's like, "I'm not going to put Hillary in prison." That's silly, stump speech, right? That's just stump speech, right? That's not like nobody's going to put their American avid. Nobody's going to weaponize the nobody's going to weaponize the courts to imprison their political rivals. Like that's just spicy stump speech, right? Like it's not real, But the Democrats were very serious about this. They genuinely wanted President Donald Trump to go to jail, right? Because they wanted to weaponize the U.S. courts to imprison the president, to imprison their political adversaries. That's an outrageously dangerous road to go down. We need to stop this, right? And Trump did stop this. But the Democrats were serious about this. They genuinely wanted President Donald Trump to go to jail, right? Now, I'm going to collect my I done told you check right here. I told you. You will find it multiple times on this channel where I told you they're never going to catch Donald Trump for anything legal. He is never going to be behind bars. He's never going to be imprisoned. And all of these legal woes just wash away in the tide when he wins. And I was 100% right. I was 100% right. You will see. I said it 20 times if I said it one, right? And I was right. I was 100% right. They never got him for anything, right? So, Disney's like, oh, well, we weren't able to put Donald Trump in prison, not in the real world, right? Not in IRL, but we can put him in prison in the movies. And that's exactly what they did. In Captain America, Brave New World, the U.S. president is imprisoned, right? And then Anthony Mackie, a blue blood Democrat, right, comes and says, hey, I'm just going to talk to you here while you're in prison. And the reason why is so that all these Democrats can get a good look at our Donald Trump analog in prison, right? We couldn't imprison you in IRL, but we can imprison you through Hollywood. And that's what they did, right? And it was just a soothing balm served up to blue-blooded Democrats. Just as, hey, check it out. What if you can't see this in the IRL, but we'll give you a movie where you can look at Donald Trump in prison. And the analogs between Harrison Ford's President Ross and Donald Trump I've already listed them. They're innumerable, right? It's so obvious. So I thought that was fascinating. And this movie is disgusting. I think it's disgusting to see the Reds come and get fully segregated entertainment. Now, I will say, I might be part of the problem. And the reason why is I believe there's actually 3 television shows that are fully segregated, red-blooded Republican shows: Landman, Tulsa King, and Yellowstone, 1923, and 1883. That's 5 shows, right? That's 5 shows that I'm pretty sure. Well, it's interesting because I said that I believe they are fully segregated entertainment, but Grace Randolph is hyper liberal and she loved Landman. So maybe I'm not right. Maybe I'm not right there. Maybe they're not fully segregated. But I definitely believe that Captain America is the first fully segregated blue blood Democrat film that was made specifically to infuriate red-blooded Republicans and and be a soothing balm to blue blood Democrats, in my humble opinion. Every single word you heard in this video is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.